في أكبر الكتب.
Okay, we're up in Wrightwood, California at Table Mountain Campground in the Angeles National Forest. We're going to take a e-bike ride around the whole campground, all the different loops. So here we're starting at the entrance. And we're going to head down the main road into the campground. At the end of the video, we're going to go for a nice little e-bike ride, so if you're into that, be sure to stick around. Found a nice little road that was kind of fun. So the first couple campsites are the hosts. It looks like there's 2 camp hosts here. And this campground is actually run by Mountain High. Here's a little map to see where we're going to be going. So here's the start of the rest of the campsites. There was a good mix of RVs and tent campers. So the first loop we're going to go on is the Twisted Arrow loop. This has sites 11 through 19 on it. So a lot of the loops have little loops within the loops, which is the case here. There's probably 4 or 5 campsites down this one. They do have the usual pit toilets and running water here and there, but no RV hookups. I don't think there's any showers either. So now we're back out onto the main road, and we're going to be heading towards the Broken Blade loop. If you turn left, just another part of the same Broken Blade loop. There's probably another 4 sites down that way, but we're going to take the long way around. Got a nice view of the desert out in the distance. There's a few group sites here. We're still on the Broken Blade loop. This is just the other road on the loop. And now we're back on the main road again. Gonna head down to some of the lower loops. So we were up here on the 4th of July weekend, and we didn't have reservations, so we went to the campsitephotos.com website, and I used their campsite assist. And I probably got about 12 alerts. So I would say it paid off because I was able to get a campsite, and I actually had a really nice one. It kind of seems like the people that end up not keeping the reservations are the people that got in there early and got the really good sites. Now we're going to take a ride down the Apache loop. And there's also an amphitheater down here. So I've been going to campgrounds for years, and I've never seen anything happening at any of these amphitheaters. There's extra parking off to the left here if you need it. So all the loops here seem to be named after Indian tribes. We're now going down into the Zuni loop. So this road goes down to a Forest Service trail. It turns into dirt a little ways down. So now we're going to go down to the Cherokee Loop, which they call Cherokee Lane. One thing I like about this campground is the campsites seem to be very well spread out. Got a lot of room between yourself and your neighbors. Now we're back up to the main road, and we're going to go down to the Mojave Rim Loop. So we're actually going the wrong way down a one-way street here. If you go left up over the hill, that takes you to the Pima Loop, which is actually just cuts off on the Mojave Loop. We didn't go down that one, kind of forgot about it. And I guess this is why you don't go backwards down a one-way street. People were very kind and pulled over to let me by. Another little group area. There was quite the variety of campers up here. Everything from tent and car campers to $150,000 Class Bs to big Class A motorhomes. So now we're going to head down to the Osage Way loop, or Osage, whatever it's supposed to be. I think there's just like 7 or 8 campsites down here. Another little group area. And there's a two-legged deer. Also seem to be a lot of Teslas up here for some reason. Most people are pretty good about keeping their dogs on a leash, but we did see a couple dogs and chickens roaming free. Yep, I said chickens. And this road just kind of finishes off the Mojave Loop, or as they call it, the Mojave Rim Loop. Or if you live back east, the Mojave. So now we're back up on the main road. If you look off to the right, you can see they had a fire. I think it was a prescribed burn, just from the few different places I saw this. And now we're back home. Now we're going to go take a little trip down a nice little paved trail on the e-bike. So back up to the entrance to the campground, and now we're going to take a quick jaunt over to the North Resort so you can get some food and some camping supplies up here. They have a nice little restaurant, breakfast, lunch, I think dinner, and sometimes on the weekend some live entertainment. So if you have an interest in it, you can also do some archery and disc golf. Now we're going to head down Table Mountain Road East. It's about a 3-mile long, mostly paved little service road. Ends up at some radio towers. You can see more of the burned area here. It's kind of a nice little trail because it's mostly paved and it feels like you're off-roading almost on a fire road. This is probably the worst of it right here. Get some great views as this road just kind of hugs the side of the mountain. It's just a out and back road. Can't really make a loop out of it unless you want to go off-roading. You can see the ski area off in the distance there. What I really like about this trail is gives you the feel of getting way out in the middle of nowhere, but yet it's still paved. Makes for some easy riding, especially if somebody's a beginner. There's quite a few little trails coming off of this one that are off-road trails. Even some little single track for mountain bikes if you're so inclined. Just look out for the stickers. I got a couple flat tires doing that. I'm not sure if camping is allowed off of this road, dispersed camping. But I do see that it's plowed. I might try to come up here and do some snow camping. I'll have to find out if I can camp up here, since the road is plowed. I know the campground closes in the winter. So off in the distance are the Table Mountain observatories, and from what I understand, those are solar observatories. There's another off-road fire road that goes off to the left there. So we're starting to get a little bit higher elevation. We're probably about 7,500 feet here. You can kind of tell the vegetation is changing slightly. And we're almost at the end of our journey. And here's another observatory. I believe it is a solar observatory. And here's the end of this road at this radio tower. So you can see looking back towards the ski resort. And then off in the distance, if you saw those couple little white dots, that was the other observatory, which is right by the campground. And now we're going to head back down the same trail. I think we're going to put the rockets on so we can get there a little bit quicker. Okay, let's hit it. And now we're back to our campsite. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll leave you with a little sunset up here.